In April 2024, a NASA aircraft scanning Greenland's ice made a chilling discovery, something buried deep under the frozen surface. What they found wasn't just ancient ice or rock, but a secret nuclear city lost to history. Why was it built? Who abandoned it? And what dark secrets has NASA uncovered beneath the Arctic ice? The initial discovery. April 2024. Frozen expanse as NASA's Gulfstream 3 research aircraft soared high above the Arctic. The mission was routine, another day of scanning the shifting ice sheets to track the effects of climate change. But what they found would reveal a long-forgotten piece of Cold War history. As the aircraft glided through the sky, powerful ground-penetrating radar pulsed deep into the ice. The signals returned in waves, mapping the unseen world hidden beneath the surface. At first, it was the usual data: dense ice formations, pockets of frozen water. Then, something unexpected appeared. Straight lines. Geometric formations. A structure buried deep beneath 100 feet of ice. One that stood out from the natural environment. NASA cryospheric scientist Chad Green leaned in closer, staring at the screen in disbelief. "We were looking for the bed of the ice, and out pops Camp Century. We didn't know what it was at first." His voice, normally steady, carried an edge of excitement. The radar image revealed the remnants of a once operational Cold War installation, its grid-like structure unmistakable. Hidden beneath the Arctic ice for decades, it remained a preserved relic of the past. For a moment the team sat in stunned silence, their minds racing. Camp Century was a known U.S. military project from the Cold War, but its rediscovery raised new questions. Could the ice hold more secrets? Before we go any further, I have a question for you. If you were a Cold War strategist, where would you build a secret nuclear base, and what kind of secret technology would you hide there? Comment and chat with me. The secret of Camp Century? Built in 1959 by the United States Army Corps of Engineers, it was officially a research station studying Greenland's ice sheet. However, beneath the surface, it housed a classified military project. Buried under 100 feet of ice, Camp Century functioned as an underground facility with barracks, labs, a hospital, a theater, a church, and even a barber shop. It was powered by the world's first mobile nuclear reactor, PM-2A, which provided electricity, melted ice for water, and maintained livable temperatures in the harsh Arctic environment. During the Cold War, the U.S. sought strategic military advantages. Camp Century was part of Project Iceworm, a secret plan to potentially place 600 mobile missile launch sites under Greenland's ice. These launch systems would move through tunnels, making detection difficult. If global tensions escalated, they could be activated as part of a broader defense strategy. However, there was a major issue. Greenland was Danish territory, and Denmark had strict policies against nuclear weapons. The U.S. proceeded without formal Danish approval, constructing the base in secrecy. By 1960, reports of unusual activity reached Danish Prime Minister Hansen Hansen, who discovered that an underground U.S. base had been built without his government's consent. He faced a diplomatic dilemma: confront the U.S. or maintain alliance stability amid Cold War tensions. Under pressure, he opted to remain silent. But Camp Century was only the tip of the iceberg. What the Danish Prime Minister uncovered next would reveal a military project so bold it defied belief. Project Iceworm. When Hansen demanded answers, a startling and previously unknown operation was revealed: Project Iceworm, a classified initiative with significant strategic implications that would linger in his thoughts for years to come. For Pentagon strategists in the 1960s, maintaining a strategic defense posture was critical. Military analysts at the time considered various scenarios, including the importance of securing a strong deterrent against potential threats. To prevent vulnerabilities in their national security, the United States sought ways to ensure stability and preparedness. Project Iceworm was part of that effort, a plan of remarkable scale. Deep beneath Greenland's ice sheet, the U.S. military proposed constructing a vast network of tunnels and bunkers, all buried 100 feet below the surface. This intricate system would support multiple operational sites, connected by thousands of ice tunnels, leading to command centers and military installations. The scope was ambitious: 52,000 square miles of underground infrastructure, 3 times the size of Denmark itself. Launch facilities would be integrated into the structure, positioned with careful spacing and designed for operational flexibility. These locations would be strategically arranged to allow for logistical adaptability. Within 5 years, the project aimed to establish a highly resilient system, enabling continuous readiness. The underground city would be designed to function independently, supported by the PM-2A, the world's first mobile nuclear reactor. Yet as American engineers drilled into the ice, the political temperature was rising just as fast as the Arctic cold bit into their bones. How would Denmark react when it discovered a nuclear project hidden under its nose? And what decisions would shape the fate of this frozen fortress? Before exploring, I have a special 10-second request for all of you listening. If you can help me in any way, just hit the notification bell and hit that subscribe button. It helps this channel so much. And if you do that, I will do everything I can to make this show even better for you. Deal? Diplomatic tension and the construction of the underground city. If the Cold War ever escalated into a catastrophic conflict, the United States had a contingency plan hidden beneath Greenland's ice cap, a secret underground facility capable of sustaining operations even in the worst-case scenario. Now, Hansen faced a difficult decision: quietly acknowledge the American-built base on Danish territory or risk diplomatic fallout by exposing it to the world. Either way, the burden of navigating this geopolitical challenge weighed heavily on his shoulders. What Hansen discovered next was even more astonishing. The Americans weren't just planning this facility, they had already begun carving it into Greenland's frozen landscape. Using a specialized trenching technique, they were constructing a subterranean base designed to blend seamlessly into the ice. The method was simple but effective. Dig a trench, construct within it, then let the ice naturally enclose the structure, ensuring minimal visibility. The scale of the project was staggering. Steel arches spanned trenches stretching over 1,100 feet long, forming corridors 26 feet wide and high, capable of housing essential infrastructure. They were constructing a self-sustaining underground base, complete with living quarters, dining halls, medical facilities, and supply storage. Prefabricated structures took shape beneath the surface, while vehicles moved through tunnels, transporting critical resources. At the heart of the complex, a mobile nuclear reactor provided consistent energy, demonstrating the feasibility of operating in such an extreme environment. Hansen and Danish officials were taken aback by the project's scope, especially given that it was on their territory without prior consultation. However, revealing the initiative carried risks, potentially heightening Cold War tensions. Realizing the geopolitical stakes, Hansen ultimately allowed the project to continue, and Camp Century expanded further into the ice. Soon, hundreds of personnel were stationed in this isolated outpost. As the base grew more advanced, engineers developed a system of underground wells to extract and purify water directly from the glacier. Each drop was rigorously tested for safety, ensuring the health of those stationed in the facility. Camp Century evolved rapidly, with its network of tunnels expanding and its infrastructure. To military planners, the project was a breakthrough in Arctic operations, an innovative facility capable of enduring extreme conditions and maintaining strategic operations if global tensions ever escalated. But while diplomacy kept the project alive, something far more uncontrollable was about to threaten everything: the ice itself. Environmental and technical challenges. The Danish cooperation secured nothing seemed capable of stopping this ambitious project, but the ice had other plans. The first signs of trouble at Camp Century emerged when the people living inside the ice tunnels encountered an unexpected sanitation issue. The waste disposal system faced significant design flaws. The sump, positioned 150 feet from the nearest building, was initially constructed without proper ventilation. Over time, this resulted in an increasingly unpleasant environment in nearby quarters. While adjustments were made to mitigate the odor, core samples taken in 1962 revealed that liquid waste had spread farther than anticipated, accelerating trench deformation and allowing unwanted smells to seep into living spaces. The situation eventually led to certain areas being deemed unsuitable for habitation. Another major challenge was snow accumulation on the tunnel walls, which became a far greater issue than planners had projected. Teams worked tirelessly with specialized equipment to manage the ever-expanding snow layers that threatened to bury operational areas. More concerningly, engineers discovered that the ice tunnels housing the nuclear reactor were compressing at an alarming rate, nearly 2 feet per year, far exceeding the expected 4 inches. This unexpected shift put vital infrastructure at risk and created dangerous structural instability throughout the facility. The glacial ice, moving at approximately 100 feet per year, much faster than initial surveys suggested, posed an insurmountable challenge. Although ice caps may seem stable, they are in constant motion, spreading outward from their center. Over time, this movement caused tunnels and trenches to narrow as their walls deformed and shifted, ultimately leading to structural failures. By mid-1962, the ceiling of the reactor room at Camp Century had sunk and required adjustments. Project Iceworm planners had significantly underestimated the shifting ice sheets, which led to escalating complications. The final blow came when new studies revealed that the ice's movement could potentially carry the entire facility, including stored materials, toward the coast. The extreme conditions made further operations unsustainable, forcing the military to abandon both Camp Century and the broader Project Iceworm initiative. As engineers battled collapsing tunnels and deforming ice, one question loomed. Could this hidden city survive the relentless power of nature? The answer would come sooner than anyone expected, and it would spell the end for Camp Century. The abandonment of Camp Century. By 1966, Project Iceworm's ambitious vision collapsed, not because of enemy action, but due to the very ice meant to hide it. The constant movement of the Greenland ice sheet made the underground base impossible to maintain. Tunnels collapsed faster than engineers could repair them. The shifting ice engulfed launch sites, a nuclear reactor, and even the soldiers' living spaces. After years of setbacks, the United States military quietly abandoned Camp Century. What was meant to be a Cold War stronghold turned into an engineering failure. The ice, moving nearly 100 feet per year, warped walls, damaged structures, and threatened to release hazardous materials into the Arctic. Reinforcements could not stop nature's relentless force. By late 1966, the reactor was removed, one of the few components not left behind. Much of the base, including equipment, fuel, and waste, was abandoned, buried deep under the ice. Officials assumed it would remain sealed away forever. Before leaving, the military's final task was to erase Camp Century from official records. Publicly, the base was described as an Arctic research station focused on studying ice cores and survival techniques. The hidden truth? That Camp Century was built to test the possibility of housing weapon systems under the ice was classified for nearly 30 years. All documents tied to Project Iceworm were sealed, keeping the full story hidden from the public, and even from Denmark, which was unaware of the full scope of the project on its territory. For decades, no images, reports, or first-hand accounts revealed what was left beneath the ice. Camp Century's true story remained hidden until January 1995, when the Danish Foreign Policy Institute uncovered newly declassified files exposing the military's ambitions behind the base. What the world once believed to be just a scientific outpost was revealed to be one of the Cold War's most ambitious and ultimately unsuccessful experiments. Even after that, no clear physical evidence emerged. No photographs, detailed maps, or confirmed sightings of what still lay beneath the ice. Camp Century remained more mystery than fact. That changed in April 2024 when NASA's ground-penetrating radar finally revealed what had been left behind in the frozen depths of Greenland. What was meant to stay hidden forever was suddenly brought back into the spotlight. For decades, Camp Century was lost to history, buried, forgotten, and sealed under layers of ice. Or so the world thought. What NASA's radar would uncover in 2024 would not only resurrect this ghostly relic, but also raise disturbing questions about what else might be hidden beneath the Arctic ice. Rediscovery in 2024. By 1966, Project Iceworm's ambitious vision collapsed, not because of enemy action, but due to the very ice meant to hide it. The constant movement of the Greenland ice sheet made the underground base impossible to maintain. Tunnels collapsed faster than engineers could repair them. The shifting ice engulfed launch sites, a nuclear reactor, and even the soldiers' living spaces. After years of setbacks, the United States military quietly abandoned Camp Century. What was meant to be a Cold War stronghold turned into an engineering failure. The ice, moving nearly 100 feet per year, warped walls, damaged structures, and threatened to release hazardous materials into the Arctic. Reinforcements could not stop nature's relentless force. By late 1966, the reactor was removed, one of the few components not left behind. Much of the base, including equipment, fuel, and waste, was abandoned, buried deep under the ice. Officials assumed it would remain sealed away forever. Before leaving, the military's final task was to erase Camp Century from official records. Publicly, the base was described as an Arctic research station focused on studying ice cores and survival techniques. The hidden truth? That Camp Century was built to test the possibility of housing weapons systems under the ice, was classified for nearly 30 years. All documents tied to Project Iceworm were sealed, keeping the full story hidden from the public and even from Denmark, which was unaware of the full scope of the project on its territory. For decades, no images, reports, or first-hand accounts revealed what was left beneath the ice. Camp Century's true story remained hidden until January 1995, when the Danish Foreign Policy Institute uncovered newly declassified files exposing the military's ambitions behind the base. What the world once believed to be just a scientific outpost was revealed to be one of the Cold War's most ambitious and ultimately unsuccessful experiments. Even after that, no clear physical evidence emerged. No photographs, detailed maps, or confirmed sightings of what still lay beneath the ice. Camp Century remained more mystery than fact. That changed in April 2024, when NASA's ground-penetrating radar finally revealed what had been left behind in the frozen depths of Greenland. What was meant to stay hidden forever was suddenly brought back into the spotlight. If you love uncovering long-lost secrets, forgotten government projects, and hidden Cold War mysteries just like this one, make sure to hit like and subscribe. You won't want to miss what we're digging up next. But this was only the beginning. As NASA peered into the ice and resurrected the secrets of the Cold War, they were also looking much further, into the deepest, darkest corners of the universe itself. NASA's ongoing mysteries and broader discoveries. NASA's rediscovery of Camp Century proves history is still waiting to be uncovered, but not all of its secrets lie beneath the ice. As the agency unearths Cold War relics, it also probes the greatest unknown of all, the vast, uncharted universe. For decades, scientists have struggled to explain dark matter and dark energy, which make up 95% of the universe, yet remain invisible and undetectable. To solve this mystery, NASA and the European Space Agency launched the Euclid mission, a space telescope designed to map these hidden forces. In February 2024, Euclid's first images stunned scientists, not just for their beauty, but for their potential to revolutionize our understanding of the cosmos. Unlike traditional telescopes, Euclid detects gravitational lensing, where light bends around unseen structures, allowing astronomers to map dark matter's influence on galaxies and cosmic expansion. While dark matter pulls galaxies together, dark energy pushes them apart, driving the universe's accelerating expansion. In the late 1990s, data from Hubble revealed this shocking truth, contradicting earlier beliefs that expansion was slowing. Something unknown, dark energy, was stretching the fabric of space itself. Euclid now observes this expansion in real time, helping scientists decode dark energy's nature, a puzzle even Einstein struggled with. Whether uncovering a lost city beneath Arctic ice or the invisible forces shaping the cosmos, NASA proves humanity's thirst for discovery is limitless. What will we find next? If you found today's video interesting, don't hesitate to hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. Your support is very important to us. Be sure to check out the next video appearing on your screen. You're sure to love the content we bring. Please leave a comment about which country you'd like us to explore next. Thank you for watching, and see you in the latest video. Thanks for being with us. Leave a comment, like to show your support, and remember to hit that subscribe button for more exciting videos. See you next time.